The payback's a motherfucker, ain't it? Nigga.
What is good, y'all? I'm your boy, Prince Maverick, spinning the block back around the game on the YouTube machine, man. And I am conflicted about this one. I don't know how to feel about this one. This is a head scratcher. Like, honestly, I was only able to spin the block back around on y'all with this topic because, you know, I'm the only one that's going to be seeing my way around the block to even get to the subject. You know, Seth Rollins, on the other hand, he ain't going to be seeing no visions at all, you know what I'm saying, going forward. The only visions that man going to be seeing is either tunnel vision or he's going to be seeing double vision because he got knocked the fuck out by Braun Breaker's spear on Monday Night Raw. That man got cut in half, and the vision is now over? Or is this a work like everybody is saying? Because the question that I have right now, the underlying question that I got, that I know all of you still have, is, okay, we got the segment, right? So let's go over the segment before we get to the question. Seth Rollins comes out, he's blabbing his mouth, talking all that shit, blase blah. Oh, I did it all by myself because at Crown Jewel, he beat Cody Rhodes all by himself. So Seth's coming out here with the vision. He's bragging about it. He gets Braun Breaker to do his little tick. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a little tweak. Give me a little tweak. Give me a little.
My man's, he feeling himself, right? So now he's over here just trying to boast himself up, saying he doesn't need any of those men in the ring. Right then and there, I knew shit was about to hit the fan. Somehow, some way. Not sure how, but some way. I had a good feeling something was about to go down. Because if you take a look at Braun Breaker's body language during this entire promo segment, man, he looks uncomfortable. Like, look at this clown. What the fuck is this clown talking about, man? He didn't need none of us in the ring. Man, please. So Seth's running his mouth, being a narcissist as usual, saying he's done it all by himself. And so the vision turns on him. He gets speared as the show's going off the air. They beat up CM Punk, and this is where it gets confusing because, okay, they took out CM Punk, but yet Seth Rollins is still a heel. Braun Breaker, he even convinced Bronson Reed, so both the Brons actually turned on Seth. Tsunami himself got his ass took out by Tsunami. He got flatlined. And now we all sit here and we question what's next for War Games because that's the next PLE. What is next for War Games? What does this mean for War Games? You know, I just came with the questions today, y'all. I don't really have too many answers. I got my head scratching just like y'all. I'm like a fish out to sea. I'm just looking around and seeing what Paul Triple H, you know, is trying to do. I'm just looking around everywhere to see he's going in 20 different directions with these stories. And I'm just trying to catch them all. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what is he doing? What is going on? Man, the vision lasted longer than your boy lasted in the bed, man. I used to call him the 3-second man back in the day. But now, these days, I'm more like the 2.5-second man. Man, the vision lasted just as long as people paying child support consistently, bro. Man, the vision, I promise you, it lasted for such a short cup of coffee. You barely even cared. You barely even cared about the vision. So does it really matter that the faction is over? It matters in hindsight because Paul 3H's is just doing anything at this point just to get a good pop. They have been hidden with some of the stories as of late going into and coming out of Crown Jewel. So I'll give them that. They have been trying to improve some of these shows. They have been trying to listen just a little bit. But let's not get fooled. WWE does this thing where they pull you in for a few weeks just to get a good pop and then boom, right back to complacency. So let's not get fooled, y'all. Let's not let them swerve us here. But hey, I'm willing to have an open mind to the betrayal, right? I'm just confused as to what this means for War Games and whether we go after this. Seth Rollins is still very much a heel, guys. We all know this. So are they trying to tell us that now Seth Rollins is going to be a heel going up against He's still going to be a heel going up against a face Braun Breaker and a face Bronson Reed, because that's the only logical road to go down. But then again, why would you turn Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker face right before War Games? So that means that the baby faces in Jey Uso, CM Punk, they wouldn't have anybody to actually be feuding with going into the next PLE. So which one is it? Like, I need answers, y'all. I have questions, and your boy needs some answers, because I don't feel like I have enough of them with this turn. I mean, hey, it was cool for what it was, but, you know, the shock factor was there. But I'll be the first to tell you, man, this was an overall head scratcher. I did not see this coming, and quite frankly, I don't really like it all that much. You know, this is not a case where, all right, Batista was an evolution, you know, and, you know, he got all that work, all that build up, you know, between him and the tension between him and Triple H going into WrestleMania, man. You know, this is not the same thing here, right? Where we got weeks and weeks and weeks of television of, you know, Triple H whispering over to Ric Flair that Batista really ain't shit, you know, he's not on his level and things like that. You know, this is not necessarily in that same realm. You didn't do that for any of the Brons here, man. You know, not Bronson Reed, not Braun Breaker. You didn't do that for any one of the Brons. Triple H just kind of gave it to you out of nowhere. You know what I mean? He let them be cheerleaders, right? Coming out, beating up people every week. That's the only thing that division does. They come out, they stand behind stuff, they be his cheerleaders, and they just help him beat up people every week. You know, they're dominant, okay, but they don't do anything sustainable to be memorable on the show. And that's just keeping it a buck, man. I know some of y'all might be in y'all feelings about that, but that's all right. We're here to tell what we see right in front of our eyes. We can't sugarcoat this shit. It's true. Nothing really stood out. Now, I'll give Braun Breaker credit. His character is starting to evolve a little bit, you know. It's getting a little bit more humorous. I like it. I don't hate it. But I'm yet to sink my teeth into anything he's trying to do serious, man. I don't think this is going to help in the long run. Maybe for the short run, but the long run, that's my huge question. Will this work out for the Brons being on their own with Paul Heyman? Is Paul Heyman going to go from being a background player manager to a frontal, you know, front and center manager? Is that going to be the case? We'll see. I just don't get this for Seth Rollins. Is he going to be face? Is he going to be heel? What sense does it make to turn him face after he just came out of a match with Cody Rhodes? That's not the time to turn him face in time to have him go up against the Brons for War Games. I don't really understand that. And the only reason why, again, I'm saying it's not enough time for Seth is because is he not still feuding with CM Punk? I don't know. Y'all tell me. This is a head scratcher, man. This is a head scratcher. I'll be honest, but let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. I don't really like Division really turning on Seth. I think it's extremely too early, but we'll see. Paul 3H's might try to prove us wrong. I doubt that he will. I doubt that he will, man. The only thing that we could hope, guys, to really come out of this is that at least this will give Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker some level of superstardom, even if it takes forever and a fucking day dealing with three H's. Even if it's at a snail's pace. The most we can get coming out of this is we can at least say they can be seen as main event players now. I would really hope, or at least upper mid card level players now. At least. Holla at your boy. Peace out. Let me know what y'all think down below. And we out this biatch. See you.